Where's the 3 fucking dots? Once scheduled, click the 3 dots next to your broadcast in StreamYard. Hold on, I'm fucking man. Analytics, go live. But I don't see 3 fucking dots anywhere. Moderation, prop up, reactions, timestamps, moderation, send feedback. I don't see it, motherfuckers. I don't see it. Distance, good morning, sir. Can I ask you, was this public or was it members only? I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. If you don't mind me asking you. Happy to, yeah. Kevin, can you tell me, somebody tell me, I know you guys are in here, but was this made members only or did you have to pay to join? Or is this public? Hey, motherfuckers. All right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I had to change to what it was supposed to be. It's members only, man. That's the way we're gonna do it. All live. It's a how much it was, but it was under $2, and that's just the way it has to be, man. I can't. No more begging, but everybody else does it this way. Um, so 4th of July. I'm here in the Philippines. This is my third 4th of July in the Philippines. Not nearly as fun as being back home. In fact, Angel City was probably the best time I had in the Philippines. This is not gonna be easy. You know what, dude? You might be better off. YouTube. Let's see here. If you go back, if you go here, wait, if you go to YouTube Studio, content, lives. Let's get this right, man. There. All right. I don't know if that changed, man. I don't know if I got everybody figured out. The next live stream we do, all live streams moving forward are going to be for members only. It's better than e-begging. It's better than begging for coffees, and it's $2 a month. You're going to get at least minimum 3 videos a week, 3 live streams minimum. Sometimes, most times, I do double that, but it's just what I got to do, man. I got to do it just because that's what other people do. It also helps keep the trolls out, and you guys don't have to deal with the trolls, but I do, and I can't stand it. It's not that I don't like it. It just takes away from the intimacy and the purpose of the actual content. So happy 4th of July to everybody, if anybody's listening. Just tired Tired of putting things out there, man. And this is my third 4th of July in the Philippines. I don't know if any of you guys are in the Philippines or back home, but it is not the same as being home. That's the one thing, another thing that I miss about being in the U.S. I didn't enjoy partying as much in the U.S., but damn, if I don't miss the food and the get-togethers and the gatherings and the fireworks and horseshoes, cornhole, all that stuff, it's I don't know about you guys, but it sucks not to have that here. I even asked a few people here, if I build some cornhole boards where we play, these guys don't even know what the hell it is. And, you try to make it fun, be like, we play for a beer or we play for this. Nah, they don't care. They'd rather sit in a hammock drinking a Red Horse holding their rooster. I don't know if anybody's hearing this at this point. I changed it to public, so it should be public at this point. But it's brutal, man. I'm trying to think if I should shut this down. See, Jim misses his guns. Good morning, Jim. Jim, I'm setting everything up. I'm trying to warn people now. Like, I don't want anybody hating on me, but it's better than e-begging. It's better than asking for coffees or anything else. But these lives, they take fucking 2 hours out of your day every day, sometimes more. And for $1.99 a month, you get what? Minimum 12 live streams that we can guarantee trolls won't be in. So I don't know how other people feel about it, but I like it. Let me turn that camera so we're not looking at the roof. There you go. Anyway, what's your plans today, Jim? Anything? I'm trying to figure out what to do, man. I'm sitting here. I'm so, I came here with the whole, leading with your wallet kind of attitude, and you got to pay for a girlfriend kind of thing. And now I'm meeting tons of guys. The girls have work. The girls have a job. The girls are, involved just as much as the men. But on the opposite end, I hear all these guys also complaining about the woman, and I don't want that either. I don't want to be with a woman I complain about just because she has a job. I mean, I'd rather pay the girl 10,000 pesos and not have a job and not complain about her. I'm like in the middle of the seesaw, and I don't know what to do, man. I don't even want to talk to girls because it's always, I can tell you a story right now that's pathetically true. Shanky Claus, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. Tuned in to wish a great holiday. You too, Shanky. Everybody should have a happy holiday. Where are you at? Are you in the Philippines? Because I see that photograph. It looks like you're in the Philippines. It's getting tough, man. Well, that's the thing, Jim. I mean, look, man, I got to tell you, it's easy to say give it time, but guess what? When I was in Angeles whacking through Pootie, and even then, free ones from all surrounding areas, not just bar girls, and now suddenly, I don't know if it's because my self-esteem or self-worth or my pride, whatever the hell, got banged up so bad. I don't even want to look at people because I instantly see, okay, they're going to ask me for money. Okay, it's going to be this. And it's one thing to be in a relationship with a person for a month or two and then say, okay, listen, let's move in together. Let's do this. Let's do that. And this is what I'll give you. And this is what you'll give me. But when they start the relationship with that, even the ones that have jobs, it's like, yo, man, put the brakes on. California Cubbies, what's up, man? Yeah, listen to this. I got to show this because it's very important. My second wife back in the U.S. was absolutely clickbait, and oddly enough, I wondered. Most girls you meet online. I met her on a Match. I forget what it was called, but I think it was Match. But I met her, and I saw all these beautiful photographs, and she seemed so sweet. And we talked for months, and every week it would be, do you want to come visit or can I come visit? And we never met yet. And she kept saying, no, no, not yet, not yet. I'm not ready. I'm just getting over this. I'm getting over that. Well, she had been broken up for over 2 years. So I don't know what she was getting over. But honestly, when she showed up, and I put right in my ad, I was 240 pounds. I remember saying, I like girls thick, but I don't want a girl that weighs more than me. She arrived. She clearly weighed more than me. She was a big bitch, very cute, but it was all clickbait. Everything she said to me was not true. She was a nasty. There's a girl that always had a smile on her face, but inside she's thinking all these nasty things. And I don't mean sexual. I mean like she's an arrogant, miserable prick. And I didn't realize the only time she's happy is when she's drinking alcohol. Oh, that's perfect, man. You're nice to me. Did you at least tell her that she has to improve something or what your thoughts are? Man, I gotta tell you, the one I was with at the farm, she always would increase. Like if I said, "Listen, I thought you were gonna cook or clean more," she would actually do it. But then she would take something else away, or every time we argued, she'd bitch and moan. It's like, yo, here's a girl getting at the time 20K a month and all our expenses paid, and it was not. She never liked me. Even now, like she talks about she's back at the bar and she says this and says that. I'm like, there's no way your life is better at the bar. But and she's nicer to customers than she is to me. Scotty, the funny thing is she wasn't a bad woman. She really wasn't. It's just, she had some internal issues and the alcohol was her way of coping with it, unfortunately. And when it got to the point where I didn't want to be drinking every day because I don't drink, um, I started to complain about it. So then she was popping daily, like 10 of those I don't know, those pills that people take to sleep, but they're for nausea. I forget what they're called. Benadryl. She was taking 10 Benadryl a day because it would give her the same feeling as being drunk. For me, marriage changed her. She is not the woman I married. And it didn't change you at all, buddy. I'm just asking, playing devil's advocate. I just, for me, Jim, I'm against marriage. I'm not against relationships. I'm against marriage. We're older now. It serves no actual purpose, in my opinion. I'm not busting your balls. And I know, I might say that now, and then 2 years from now, I fall in love with some woman that I think I want to marry. So who knows? But shit, I don't know. I don't have any say on it, man. I can tell you a story that just happened to me recently. I had met a woman through a friend of a friend who lives in Iloilo. And he's like, look, dude, she's single. She has no kids. She lives with her mom. And she has a good job. 28 years old. So we started chatting. 28 years old. We're chatting, chatting, chatting. I think for maybe 10 days we were chatting. And it became, super cute. She does these TikToks. Never talked about money. She's a call center girl at night. And it's sad because after about 7 or 8 days, the hints started coming. I am wasting my time getting to know somebody, or at least in my mind, I'm not wasting my time. I'm trying to get to know somebody. If we vibe, if we gel, and the 8th day, I think it was, the hints started coming. Oh, I can't do my TikTok anymore because my iPhone's gone. And I said, well, what happened to your iPhone? iPhones to them is like a house. Oh, I had to put it to the pawn shop. I'm thinking, okay, here's a girl has no kids, lives at home with her mom, and has a decent job, and she had to pawn her phone. So I let it go. I didn't say nothing about it because it's not my problem, right? And then her mom had cancer. Suddenly, after the 8th day, I'm getting all these drop bombs. One thing after another. And I just remember I just kept letting it go. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your mom's sick. I'm sorry about your phone. I'm sorry about that. And then bam, out of nowhere, she didn't even say I'm sorry or can I ask. She just wrote, bam, can I borrow 28,000? 28,000. She didn't start at 2,000 or 8,000. She started at 28. And I just said, what the fuck? And I just blocked her. That was the end of it. Happy 4th. But I think 8 days I wasted my time sitting there. And dude, I don't know about the rest of you, but playing on phones with your thumbs is a pain in my dick. Happy 4th, Mero. Happy. Lucky, there's nothing big and bad here. But happy 4th to you, sir. Actually, it's not the 4th for you yet, is it? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's my brother. Always get the ladies on cam ASAP. So many of them are fake and misrepresent themselves. Monger, they do. But guess what, dude? I'm just over it. If I don't meet somebody in person, this whole online shit, not worth it. I'm in the Philippines. You can go anywhere and meet a girl. I'm not ready. And it's not because I'm like broken hearted or anything. I'm just not ready. I'm so super focused and diligently focusing on myself right now. I don't have the time nor the energy to put it into anything else. That may sound really goofy to you guys. You think I do nothing all day, but the truth is I'm working on me, man. And I took a beating here. All self-inflicted, but either way, I always say I'm sitting here licking my wounds. I don't know if I'm licking my wounds, but at this point, I'm just rebuilding myself. 5 months ago, I was sitting in that nipple hut of a place I called. The aircon had just broke. I just paid a lawyer 30,000 pesos to do nothing. I paid the rent for the property. And then I'm looking down. I'm all alone. And I look at my table. I'm drinking a coffee, smoking a cigarette at the time. And I had 1 peso to my name. 1 peso and no more money in my checking account to withdraw unless I cashed in something. And I just thought, fuck me. And I promised myself, I wrote it in my journal. I was starving, not starving, but there was no food. There was no money to buy food. And I was more concerned about a cigarette. I had no money for nothing. 1 peso I had. I took a photo of it, actually. And I just think, no more, man. No more. Whether I stay here or whether I go home, this will never happen to me again in my life. I will never be so fucked up and distressed. Oddly enough, who sent me money? A bar girl. 2,000 pesos she sent me. I paid her back 5 days later, but that's not the point. I can't believe somebody like that. And then the guy down the street who owns the resort offered to lend me money. I just thought, oh my God, I've never borrowed money in my life. And here I am. I'm asking my brothers. I'm asking my friend back at home. Wow. Happy 4th, Easy Money, Mr. Money Bags. I'm sitting here bitching about money, and you got a title called Easy Money. So much love, Chicago. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I read your book twice, buddy. It makes perfect sense. Yes, sir. Well, Tom, I mean, that's their job. Bar girls, once they got to know me, before I even got in the door, they'd be asking to borrow money. Or when I'd go home that night, they'd text me, can I borrow money? How about you text me, I want to come over and slob your knob? Don't text me, can I borrow money? How about you text me, I'm going to slob your knob, can I get 2K? Then I'd be interested. Ooh, it's raining. We do it ourselves, Matt. I digress. Oh, I know we do. Bitmonger, I'm not going through a divorce, but obviously when you feel a certain way about yourself, you need that time. I got to ask you, how long did you take? I mean, I'm on, what's this, month 4, 3, 4? And I know even when I meet somebody or see something, I don't have any interest in really getting to know them or giving a fuck about them. Most of the times I just see bad things right away, and it's not even their fault. It's me. It's how I'm looking at them. And I see plenty of cute girls I know I could engage with, and I just think, I'm just going to find something wrong with her right away. And not because she's done anything. It's just because that's where my mindset is. It's just taking a break here is not as easy as taking a break at home. And sometimes in some regards it actually is. But back at home, at least I had places to go, things to do. Here, it's hard to go anywhere and do something by yourself and then not look at chicks because they're all over the place, especially a Boracay. Yeah, good question, right? And listen, I keep repeating myself, just so you know, the next lives and every live forward will never be made public. They're all going to be members only. Too much trolling on that area, and I enjoy the lives. You don't make any money from them, but I enjoy them because it's personal engagement with people. Sorry to hear that, Dean. And where you located, Dean? And forgive me if you already told me this 1,000 times, but I yet to be with another woman yet. I'm assuming you were with her a long time since you did that. Time is necessary to heal, man. Whether it's pain from loss, pain from something, if I'm being perfectly 100% honesty, this is my pain is not from a woman, and it's not pain from the failed business or any of that. It's from the fact that I spent so much money, and now I feel like a degenerate. There's one thing that wears me at the girls over there. They all seem like high maintenance. Seems like they're really good ones are diamonds. I don't think they're high maintenance, bro. I mean, if you can find a woman that costs $200 a month, which is what? Not even. Yeah, $200 a month. It's less than 10,000 pesos. You can find them all over the place, and they don't ask for much. The high maintenance to me is they require constant attention. I don't like that. I'd rather you have your own place or live next to me or let me live somewhere separate. But I can see why a lot of guys don't want to live with them. Yeah, Jim, you see, I got divorced in 2022 we separated in 2022. I think, I tried continuously to force my hand at going out and I didn't like it. And then I came to the Philippines 7 months later for a 10-day excursion. I didn't know it was about Pootie then. I really didn't. I had no idea I was going to land in Manila and suddenly have girls on my hook. It was just for me to check out the environment. But when I went to Angeles, and again, never experienced a red light district like that. I've experienced strip bars and strip clubs, but never a red light district. I don't even know if they exist. If they do, they're not in Philly. But I just took my tension and my pressure out on hundreds of girls. I mean, they got paid and reimbursed for it, but guess what, man? I mean, that's what I did, and ultimately realized after all of that it just never, it didn't do anything for me. I met my wife here 8 years ago. Her mom gave us 4 acres. Nice. A house and have a business. Nice. In the U.S., she had a store. Had a store in the market. We're very happily met. That's awesome, Mero. Very happy to hear that. Proud of you. Good work. It's nice to hear the good stories. Okay, Dean. I wasn't sure if you were here or not. Yes. What is yes about? Of course, you could say the same about U.S. women. You could say the same about anybody. It's just a matter of what do you want to give and what do you want to get. Every relationship is give and take. I mean, and it doesn't have to be sexual relationships. Every relationship's give or take. There's no just giving or just taking. I mean, if you are the one that's just giving and she's the one just taking, that's different, or vice versa. And I'm sure we all have been in both situations, but I'm not looking. I want to give and take. And it doesn't mean she has to be making $500 a month, but she needs to do something. If I live in a house and I'm the one that fixes plumbing and electric, does that mean I want something in return? No, that's what's expected of me. Just like cooking and cleaning might be expected of her. But when they want something for a blowjob, or they don't want to work because they're 30 years old, well, forget it. Damn, being 25. Yeah, so you need it that time, of course. Yeah, Bitmonger. I think that's where I ended up being. I took my time, and then when I came here, I paid to play, and now I'm over to pay to play. Dude, if I'm being perfectly honest and transparent, I would, or whatever word is, I would love to just have a girl come over here. But when you realize there's no connection, and ultimately it's just 5,000 or 4,000 pesos to what? To be disappointed. Well, then I'm not happy. If I knew there was somebody that I could do that on a regular basis with and be content, I'd be all over it. But it just never turns out to be that way. For me, I'm very, very demanding, not just in sex, but with everything. And it's hard to find a woman that checks all my boxes with that. I mean, look, the one I was with, the bar girl I was with, if she could be just a once a week pay to play kind of girl, I'd be all in it. But she's not. Ozzy, Miami, the Dolphins. It's time for me, and I say for other people, it doesn't. What you in the Phil? Yeah, I'm in the Philippines, man. 2 bedrooms work well. T-Man, I'm with you. But then you're paying more for that. And I'm okay with that as well, as long as there's a transition involved. When I was at the farm, we had separate rooms. I'm not going to lie. What the fuck? I mean, how much? These girls have no qualms about being on top of you 24/7. I can't stand anybody being in my fucking vision 24/7. No, anybody, nobody, zero. I bought a ticket in October to go to Cebu and then chickened out and still haven't got it together to make a trip. Damn, Dean. Oh, it's fucking raining now. If I go back to AC, that pretty much sucks. Well, so then you're just looking for Pootie. See, man, why get a 2-bedroom? You don't need a 2-bedroom. You just need an efficiency, brother. If you're going there just to smash some bar girls, what's the point? And I'm not judging, just saying. A girl who can help expand your channel, edit, etc. That's my plan. Lucky, man, you and I think a lot of like, I've actually talked to some girls and I thought, what's more important? Expanding this channel and growing something that I can call business, and it would be helping a girl. The girl's helping my channel. It's helping her financially. Maybe that is the best way to go. And I've thought about that thoroughly. You and I think a lot alike, bro. I think that's that gray area of the law and always being in that, coloring in the gray area. I'm with you. There's my man. Desmond's in the house. Just getting here. Happy 4th to you, sir. I have nobody to boot out yet, Desmond, but I got to ask you, I was going to make all my live streams $1.99 a month, and everybody that's members watches live streams only. What's your thoughts on it? I know you're a businessman. Not many women went to that say put it in their share. They think we are just suckers. You think? You're right. Age gap there isn't much in common. No. And guess what? That's okay too. Like listen, I know you guys are going to laugh at me for saying this because it sounds totally weird. But if you ever heard the song "Here I Am, Lord," it's mostly played in Catholic churches and shit. But "Here I Am, Lord," part of that, is about helping other people. And I'm thinking to myself, what better way could I be? Instead of wasting all my money on a bunch of women and a bunch of bullshit, find a woman. I can help her. She's helping me. We can have separate cabots or separate apartments or separate bedrooms, whatever it is, and we help each other. But, you can go do your TikToks and your karaoke with your friends. God knows what you're going to do when I'm not with you, but I don't care. That's the thing. I just gotten to the point where I don't care. These guys will argue with a girl. Oh, you smell like you got fucked or you did this. I don't care. I just don't care. And it's not just in the Philippines. I didn't care about that at home. If I have to worry about whether I can trust you or not, I don't want to be with you in the first place. So, I don't care. Another Doylestown man. Yeah, I know. You told me this before, sir. It's a nice area. I am here for my daily. I had to delay my trip until August, but I'll definitely be back. Well, yo, bro, we're going to be here in August. Where are you landing? I'm going to be in Angeles City in August. I have my Philippine man cave outside. Nobody bothered. And that was not, I had the same thing at the farm, dude. You know, when you're in an apartment, it's harder. Like, this is just a little efficiency. I don't want to move somebody in here for a little bit, maybe a month at the most, 2 at tops. But after that, there has to be some kind of change. And I'm okay with change. This was never meant to be permanent. It's perfect for me right now. I'll tell you right now, I can't complain about this place even this much. This is the first thing in the Philippines I have yet to complain about. This place right here. And that's the truth. Yeah, I like my alone time. Panays can definitely be tired. Yeah, that's a problem, dude. Even when you're alone, they're attacking you. I shut my phones off. And then you have to lie to them because they won't accept, like, oh, I want to be alone, or I'm reading a book, or I'm meditating. To them, that's like, what? Really? You're meditating? Oh, you're really reading a book? Oh, you really went to the beach? Oh, you really went for a walk? Yeah, bitch. It's called mat time. So you can't even tell them the truth because they won't accept it. You can text a girl right now. Look, I'm doing a live stream. I could do it right now. I'm doing a live stream. Can't talk right now. Oh, you can't talk to me while you're doing a live stream? That would be the response I get. And then help her start her own channel. Give her something to do and keep her out of your... Yeah, distance. I'm with you. And I know 2 very good girls that would be good at that. But, you know, that doesn't help me. Look, I have a high level of sexual need. And not when I'm alone. I'm in monk mode. But when I'm with somebody, dude, that last guy I was with, man, I'm telling you, I walked around with a heart on 24/7. Something about her. I don't know if it was her smell or looks or her ass or whatever it was. Other girls, you know, I'm happy with some girls that, you know, it's like you can live with them for 5 days and maybe do it once. Jim, good morning, sir. Jim, are you in the province? I've been meaning to ask you this. I would love to talk to Jim outside of Jim. I mean, I would love to talk to Jim and Jim outside of here. Desmond, me too. I'm glad you accept it and appreciate it. And I hope you join, because that moving forward, live streams will only be members only. Speaking of which, Jim Schaefer, if you paid any kind of money, I changed the structure. YouTube says it automatically gives you any money back or whatever is needed. Just so you know, I have no dealings with that. They just sent me a notification because I restructured it. I'm good with a regular girlfriend, but a decent one that understands what the deal is. Not exactly an easy. That's the problem, team, man. It's hard to find. And listen, when you get older, you know more of what you want and what you don't want. And when you're dealing with girls half your age that are half their actual age mentally, you're now dealing with a 15-year-old girl who can't understand that. That's the hard part I found here. And you can find them. And then your brain starts to think, most guys will think, okay, she's actually giving me my space. What's she doing? Happy 4th, Danny. Happy 4th, Ichiban. I'm locked and loaded here in case some terrorist tries some shit tomorrow. Oh, Christ. I keep hearing that. I'm learning that you are so right about... I'm right about everything. I'm only kidding. No, I'm not. I'm landing in Manila, of course, but I'm heading right over to Negros destination after. I'd love to connect with you while I'm there. Let's do it, man. I'm here, Desmond. I'd love to meet you. As long as you're not kicking me out of the room. The bar girls are quitting the bar and are freelancing in the clubs late at night, like Mega Dance. Easy, I got to tell you, that is true. And I'm going to tell you, I've made a video. It's not uploaded yet. Explicitly explaining that. It's funny that you brought that up. The sad part about that is there's a lot of girls working in these bars that are like 35-ish and up. Their future's over. I don't think they realize, like, you know, they're not going to go freelancing. They're fat, chubby, missing teeth, disgusting, whatever. They seem to get lucky in the bars every now and then, which is fine. You know, even a blind squirrel gets a nut. But these girls are done. You know, working in the bar is done. But yes, I would say a bulk of the girls that you meet in Mega Dance and a few other those places are straight up freelancers. I remarried a gorgeous Thai woman about 4 years ago. She takes very good care of me, low maintenance, excellent cook, doesn't nag, doesn't need a lot of attention. All right, Bitmonger, here's the biggest question. I think that's great. I'm happy for you. What is your age? What is her age? Because that plays a significant role. And I don't judge. I just think if it's more age appropriate, you seem to get what you just mentioned. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a saint, but I help others because it gives my life meaning. I'm with you, Jim. I'm the same way, bro. I am the furthest thing from a saint, but damn, if my heart's not big, that doesn't mean I always act like that or behave like that. I would say, even when I was in Angeles, people are like, oh, you gave so much money. Yeah, I did to girls that needed it. Most of them didn't give me anything in return for it. People used to bust me, especially when I came here. The girl I was with, she's like, stop giving these people money. And guess what? She was right and I was wrong. Helping people that don't appreciate, and they don't need to get on their knees and thank me, but they would literally talk shit on me the next day. They're the worst people. Crypto. Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like you were a green person. Now you're not. No, crypto is. Crypto, did you join my membership? Thank you, sir. I just cut my favorite girl off. She asked me to buy an air conditioner for bye. There's nothing wrong with asking, but there's never, listen, I don't know. You said favorite girl, so that means you have multiple. So, if you have multiple, no need to give that kind of money to one. But if she was your girl for the moment, that's different. Jim Schaefer. I don't know who he's emailing, whether it's me or Jim. Panays grow up never being alone. It comes growing up in poverty and overpopulation. Yeah, it's tough to see what you see here, man. I've seen girls, sexy girls. This is what scares me. And, I don't know why it goes in my mind, and somewhere they get mad if you mention it, but they'll lay in a bed with babies and their brothers and their cousin men while they're half naked. They're wearing a T-back and a T-shirt. That's it. And that guy's not thinking, man, I'm going to slip it in her. I'm confused by that. I would, cousin or not, sister or not. If that girl's sexy and she's wearing a T-shirt and nothing else, what's to stop me from just slipping that in there while we're both laying next to each other? I mean, when I say laying next to each other, like sardines in a can. As a family member's close to me is good. She can visit them easy and give space, or sometimes if they come over, poof, now's your time to sneak off. Yeah, Lucky, but then you have to depend on that. And here's the flip side to that, dude. If you're living in a house and all those people are coming to your place, what if you're the only one with a TV or Wi-Fi, or cooking fuel? They're coming to your place. Now where you going, bro? Damn right they're real, bro. 100%. It's one of the things that gets me going. I'm way behind on these things. I land in the Philippines next 2 weeks. Monk mode's over. Crypto, you buy them in Erica, and you will end up paying. Yep. Truth. Oh, chicks freelance always. Yeah, T-Man, that's what, listen, man, these guys get upset with me, but it's not meant to upset them. If you really believe your girl wouldn't have been with another man for money before you met her, even if she is a province girl, you're fucking wrong. Very few of these girls are going to say no to anything when it comes to money. Did they do it willingly? Like, did they want to? Probably not, but they're taking that money. But I have recently started meeting many Filipinas and Filipinos that probably make more money than most guys coming here. That's a true story. But they are with other Filipinos. They're not fucking with foreigners. They don't need to. I've been here. I'm confused. Okay. I've been here quietly listening for a while to know not to go down that route. Yes, sir. That's the part that nobody can teach you on YouTube or when they meet you or even when you land here. You have to learn it yourself. Everybody knows it's true. 59, perfect. So it's a 14, 15 year. I think anything less than 20 years is perfect. I think once you go beyond that 20-year mark, you're just, and I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying I think there's more issues or more things to deal with. Excuse me. Happy 4th, Mike. What's up, buddy? Mike, I swear I've seen you, man. The more I see your face, the more I think I've seen you. Each rabbit food, like, looks like she's in her early 30s. Even better, buddy. They're the ones that. Did you ever notice these girls that are older that take care of themselves really look awesome? More money at casinos than chicks and rent there. To each your own. Everybody has the thing, right? I'm grateful I'm not into beer and whatnot. Beers or that I can become easily addicted to a casino. Yeah, sir. I wasn't sure because you and Jim were also meant talking. Yeah, I would like to talk to you guys. You guys seem like cool cats, and you're always on here, and you both are married and seem to have your shit right. For 17 years, and every Friday night I was across the border. I see a repeat of 30 years ago with the bars. Yeah, you're on point, man. You're not wrong. Yeah, I did the VIP thing in Mega Dance a few times too. I like Mega Dance and I don't like Mega Dance. You have to really be either young and into that shit or drunk. Like for me, I didn't like that place unless I had girls with me and I was drunk because the noise. But let me tell you that one main dancer, she had me going crazy. It's funny, Mike. When I was in Angel City for the 10 months, I refused to go out on the weekends. I let the girls come to me. I refused to go out there and fight with other foreigners for the same shit. I'd say they're far enough away so it's not easy for her family. Just swing by. Yeah. Easy money. Business gets slow. They raise the prices and remodel the bar and change the name. Yeah, like I said, the bars, I think it's a thing of the past. I don't think you're going to see bars get better. It's going to just slowly become something different. Look at this Italian motherfucker, Sammy the Bull. Good morning, Ma, from Italy. Yeah. How you doing, Mad Matt? I'm doing good, Italiano. Bingo. They would rather be with their own kind. Foreigners are their last choice. That's the truth. They don't listen. Foreigners. If a girl has money here and is successful here and has her shit tight, like tight, there's no need for you, bro. You only and I don't care if you're 30 with abs or you're fucking 60 with $1 million. I'm like, they have no need for you. The only people settling for us are the ones that need us. And I don't care if you're in love and married. I don't care if you have the best marriage. She ain't with you if she had her shit perfectly tight. I gotta get a coffee. And take a piss. Holy shit. Mango, jingle. Hey, puppy, duck. Good Lord. That was a painful piss. Oh, good one, Matt. Make a dance would not be for me. I'm not a drinker. Just grab a chick and go back to my place. And that's an option too, buddy. That's the good thing about Angela. She can find a girl to go out drinking, go out eating, go out dancing, or she can just go back to your place and boom, boom, boom. Sometimes I would take a girl out of a bar knowing I didn't want to screw her, so we just go drinking. To each their own, man. I think everybody should utilize that place for what it's for. But I think the longer you're there and after you get out of there, you realize, oh shit, did I do more damage than good there? All the money I spent, and I think myself, did I hurt people? And then I'm not the only one she screwed that week, that day, that month, that year. So what difference does it make? You know, if I'm hurting her, so did the other 250 guys that banged her. Oh shit. Age, weight, looks really isn't a factor. Well, for us, I told you the video I just made is a true story about a friend. You know, when I say friend, a guy I met coming here. And he knows how I feel about that. So it's not like I'm hurting his feelings if he sees a video. But there's a story of total deception coming and going between men and women in Angel City. And it may be a factor of all foreigners and Filipinos. But there's a man that thought he was being the bad guy, and he found the good girl. And in reality, they were both the same. They were both one and the same, playing the same game on each other. I don't need them to be virgins. See, man, are you looking for a virgin at your age? I love these guys that say, I need a virgin. Virgin? Why? The best way to get a virgin in this country, find a woman that has a 15-year-old kid and hope she hasn't screwed anybody yet. Mostly her cousins and uncles. I would never want a virgin. I don't even like the girls that are, T-Man, is this conversation just me and you? Where's everybody else? Oh, I know what you meant, buddy. It's the truth. Did I lose everybody else? I think you're the only one that's commented in the last hour. I don't know. There's a lot to be said about the Philippines, but the point of today's video was I've been here 3 years. I haven't done anything super fun on the 4th of July yet. Has anybody else? Not that, I mean, Christ, I mean, they really don't celebrate here like we do, but Lucky's laughing at me. I dated this one Filipina in 2019. She loved her stool pushed in. Crazy lady. She loved her stool pushed in. Her pooper? What do you mean? I'm not delusional by the ladies. I know they want a certain standard. Luckily, I am blessed. I got the carrots and I protected myself. Dude, I'm kind of a straight shooter for one reason. I can't read between those lines. Carrots. And you're blessed. And then they want a certain standard. What standard do these girls want? All they want to do is be respected and paid for. I mean, the respect is one of the biggest things here. They want to be treated like a woman. This is too much responsibility. Virgins, fuck. I want to fuck a virgin. The only reason I'd fuck a virgin is that I didn't know she was a virgin. I'm here. Skills more important than looks. I'm with you, bro. Here's a guy. He knows what I'm asking. A little home in the Philippines, the 4th, barbecue ribs, baked beans with German salt pork. My man. Where you at? I'm coming to your place right now. You know what I'm doing? It's not even 4th of July material. I'm going to try to make potato salad. And I'm going to make sausage meatballs with peppers and onions. The hardest part about making those is finding a good roll here. Mr. Mimosa? Are we talking about my tree in the back? What's Mr. Mimosa? Good morning, Slevin. Women are, they're going to be The man who is in their best option. Here we go again, Mark. I don't know. I think you and I have debated about this before. You think best option is money only, or looks only, or youth only? I think you're the same guy I was talking to earlier. Women don't care about your looks if you have $1 million in the bank. They can easily look at the guy next to him and say, oh, he's super hot. He's also super poor and disrespectful and a prick and fucking 20 other girls. They're looking for what's good for them. I think listen, I may be talking to the wrong guy right now, but there's a guy that's always on the channel saying women only want guys that are under 30, fit, healthy, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. You can take a super fat, overweight, unhealthy dude, bring him into a place anywhere, not just a bar. Introduce him to a woman. As long as he's got money, he's stable, he's kind, he's courteous, and then say, look, you got this 30-year-old. He's got abs and a big schlong, but he ain't got nothing else going for him. She can always find you in the parking lot when she's shopping. She can't always find money bags that's kind and generous. But I could be talking to the wrong guy. I'm enjoying. I can tell you. I know a girl specifically, Angela, see, not a bar girl, but she has a guy from Australia that she has a child with. He pays her $25,000 a month and pays for her apartment. He doesn't want to be with her. He's in Australia. He wants nothing to do with her. She's still out hunting for another guy to support her. I'm enjoying this free psychology class. Matt brings the truth. Matt, you know what else Matt brings? A lot of information from this. Every time I read this, I feel like God's sitting there sending me a message. Every day I read this, it's like I'm reading exactly what my life is going through, and I'm thinking, how is this happening simultaneous at the right time, at the right moment? I'm losing a lot of stuff here. Jump on for a bit. See, man, I'm just talking what I've experienced. Everybody's experienced something different, but let's be honest, we're all in the same playing field. You are that man, Mike. You the man. You and Mark. Mark and Mike. I am in Boracay. How did I pass? Did I lose something here? I think that's great, Sammy. If you're okay with it. Some girls, I don't want to do that. Some girls, I love it. Always be a gentleman and push your stool, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sorry, somehow I lost where I was. Did I don't know how I missed all those things. Arrived Manila last night, off to CDO this afternoon, planning to stay in the Philippines for a while. Where are you going to CDO? There's some really cool underground clubs up there. Like, you don't know they're clubs until somebody tells you about it. Mike, they're assuming the position because you just gave them $5K. Stop it. Carries me, I can provide a nice house and lifestyle, and I am respectful. You just said you're in a long-term relationship, bro. Make up your mind. I think he would call it that too. I have to read this shit to you because it goes to listen to some of the stuff that I just read in Proverbs that are directly related to things I've been talking about. This applies to simps. Simps came from the word simpleton. So listen, a prudent person sees trouble coming and ducks. A simpleton walks in blindly and is clobbered. It's just because of the meaning simpleton. A simp. That's what a simp is, dummy. A nagging spouse is like a drip, drip, drip of a leaky faucet. You can't turn it off and you can't get away from it. We're talking about wives and problems. There it is. I highlighted these, so you can't say I made this shit up. It's just happening at the same time I'm talking about it. Other guy keeps emailing me. Steel sharpens steel, brother. Steel sharpens steel. And here I read it. You use steel to sharpen steel. One friend sharpens another. Here's another one. We're always talking about lust and sex. Listen, I've highlighted. You can't say I made this up. I just read this morning. Hell has a ferocious appetite, and lust just never quits. Here's another one. This is in regard to all the 5-star lifestyle guys that post shit on YouTube. It's better to be poor and direct than rich and crooked. Those guys lie and say they have 5-star lifestyles doing YouTube channels. I'm direct. It's all. Here's another one. The rich think they know it all. That's the guys posting on YouTube telling you how to be perfect life because they think they have money here. The losers back home, but they think they have money here. But the poor can see right through them. Don't tell me I make this shit up. Sorry. Anyone that just wants to hook up with bar girls cheap, go to the band Chang, Thailand. Dude, why do you have to go to Thailand? It's here. Everybody thinks a bar girl's only working in a bar. You know, a bar girl's almost every girl you bump into here. The bar girls have returned those guys. Broke fuck boy. Who cares what they call them? She's a broke whore. She's broker than that fat guy. I probably do, Mark. Guess what? My opinion is women should have that lizard brain. I mean, you might be saying it to directly insult them, but they are to survive. They are to manage the children. They are to manage the future of your DNA, so to speak. That's her job. Her job isn't to do all that other stuff. If you compare femininity to masculinity, that is not her job. So yes, she is using her lizard brain. Kind of why I like the women here. I don't want a woman that thinks she's tougher than me or stronger than me or wants to take advantage of me. I want a woman that wants what's good for her and her children. Yeah, there's the part, Mike, I never really could figure out. Are they really jealous or is it just part of their act? I knew a girl that literally was with a guy. He studied bar finder. This was an AW. I won't say the name, but AW. She was not the hottest girl there. She had a Filipino boyfriend. So she told the guy at bar finder, listen, I have to be home every night by 10 p.m. That's the deal. You can take it or leave it. He took it. And every day he was with her. You know she's jealous because he has a wife. Now here she is living with a Filipino. His wife, this guy's wife, is back in Texas, and she's jealous. She would get super fit, take fits, and get crazy. She's getting paid to suck his knob. She has a husband or boyfriend at home, and she's jealous of somebody that's 10,000 miles away. So is that real? Is it fake? I don't know. Yeah, Mark, I'm with you. But I kind of respect that. And I think they should go find the guy that gives them their best opportunity at that. Why wouldn't they? I mean, you can take that all the way back. Remember that movie that came back in the 80s called Caveman? The hot chick, the one that was made and bred and sexy and everything else to have babies, went with the strong guy. Just like the movie 300. Remember 300? He had the sexy woman. Why? Because he's the bomb. He's the man. Now you got to take that into modern times. Not all men now need to be muscular to be the survival. You know, now it's about bank account and can you be nice to me and can you guarantee me a future? That's more important. Just my 2 cents. What do I know? Yeah, Gonzo, I'm all in it, bro. I am so deep in this, it's making me crazy. I don't think he has just a point. I think he's on point. That's the way it is, and it's the way it should be. But survival now isn't the same as it was thousands of years ago. Survival doesn't mean you have to be with the strongest guy. You have to be with the guy that can give you the best chance. Sometimes that's money. Sometimes it's just pure respect. Like, here, honey, I give you this. I'll provide you that. You know what I mean? I think think you meant to say thank you. Oh, Mike, yeah. Mark and Mike. I'm with Mike and Mark. I forgot to put that up there. They want to be safe, man. This is listen, this is not America where a homeless person is just as safe as a person that lives in a mansion. That's a truth in most regards. These people are not safe here. So you give her safety and security, even if it's not a giant house, it can just be a small little apartment as long as it's safe, secured, and paid for, and she has food in her belly and a kid gets clothes on his back. She's happy, bro. Yes, Levin, he's right on that. I'm with you. Proverbs is where I'm at. I can't stop reading Proverbs. Even when I've read it, I'll read it again and keep reading it. I'm hooked, and I don't know why. I'm with you, Mike. If you can give her 2 out of 3, yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Like, I'm not the best looking guy, but if I find a woman I like, she'll have security. She'll have a guy that's nice to her. If I like her, if I don't like her, I'm not wasting my efforts on that. I'll just be a nice guy. Dude, we don't know what they're calling us. We don't know half the shit they say about us, but who cares? Do we really care what any of them say about us unless we're in love with them and living with them? I'm staying in the city, never been to the bars or clubs in CDO. I'm too busy eating Filipino peaches and mangoes. Man, I thought you said, I'm confused, man. I went on your channel. I didn't know you were in the Philippines. I thought you were in Thailand. I want to reach out to you, man. I'm interested in your channel a lot, but I don't know how to reach people. All right, T-Man. I think it's smart to pay attention to men that you know are successful financially, even if he acts like they know it all. Well, Monga, I mean, that's because you put so much emphasis on money, and that makes sense for you. I'm putting more of my attention on somebody that has, I don't know, that journey that's on that other journey. Financial freedom doesn't matter if you don't know who you are and what you're doing with it. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of guys, especially guys I've talked to recently, we've had the money, easy come, easy go kind of thing, and it's never amounted to much. And I'm not saying for you it may work, for others it may not. I'm looking for somebody who can relate to my path of awakening, trying to know what my real journey is, my real purpose. And can I do that without a lot of money? Yeah. I think it's smart to pay attention. I can agree to what you're saying, but I'll agree to it without using the word financially. I think it's smart to pay attention to any man that knows more than you on whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in life. So if that's money or business or sports or health, whatever it is, relationships, maybe a couple of those things. For me, right now, it's about that enlightenment thing. Where is this taking me? I've found something is calling me, trying to figure out what that is, what it's for. How do I keep going with it? I don't know any of that. I really don't. But oddly enough, the people I actually talk to outside of YouTube, but are from YouTube, are people that have done it, that are on it. So, that guy said synchronicity. It's truth. It's all falling into place for me. I don't know what it's like for you. If yours is money, maybe it's falling into place for you. Well, see, you just said, what does a woman really bring? And then you said they all cook and clean. Well, that's like saying all men have a dick. So you can't say at its basic level it's just their pussy. No, dude. How about it is because they have a pussy and they cook and clean? I mean, and maybe they actually care about you. I can cook and clean. Does that mean I have a pussy? No. Oh no. Yeah. The caveman movie was that was a funny movie back in the day. Wonder if I can find it anywhere. Yeah, Mark. And now you don't have to be the guy that can hunt the food. You can just be the guy that can buy the food. And now you don't have to protect the tribe, but you can protect her circle of people. Why not? That's what people want. I don't care who you are. That's what everybody wants. You watch any movie. I don't care if it was. Remember that stupid movie series? What was it called? Lost, or any other series? Gilligan's Island, whatever the fuck it is. It's about survival. It's always going to be about survival. And that's the one thing Americans don't fucking get, man. We don't know what survival mode is. Survival in America sometimes just means paycheck to paycheck. Well, at least you're getting a paycheck. These people don't even know what that's like. At least you have a house to live in. Most of these people do not. How many bar girls have you met? I remember the first week I went down Walking Street and I thought, man, everybody told me everybody's poor in the Philippines. These bitches are dressed to the nines. Nice makeup, look great. Then you start chatting them outside of the bar and you realize they're living in nipple huts with no electricity. Then you're thinking, what the fuck? And don't tell me you haven't encountered it. I would say at least 50% of girls I talked to from those bars lived in nipple huts. Yes, sir. I don't know, Bitmonger. I can't totally agree with you. I think for you, the more money you have, the more attractive you are. So for you, that's fine. Some guy that has less money but has bigger biceps may think girls only want the bigger biceps. You're only seeing it from your perspective, man. You're not seeing it from the whole window. You're only seeing it from that narrow hole in the wall. You are super focused on money, so therefore you think money is the way. That's fine. I mean, even your name on YouTube here says it. So of course everybody wants respect and everybody wants a certain level of income. But if you think everybody only cares about how much money you have in the bank, you're wrong. In fact, very few people care about how much money you have in the bank or on hand, whatever you want to call it. I'm with you 100%, Mark. The problem with women in America is they have more testosterone than most men nowadays. Well, I know you got bashed and all that stuff, dude. I know you sent me that, but I didn't know you came here. You and I should link up, man. We have a lot of similar stories. I read the text you sent me. I mean, I'm not coming to CDO, but I would love to meet up with you. You know who else I just linked up to see how fast my brain changes subjects? There's a guy doing a YouTube channel. I don't know the name of the channel, but his most recent video was something like, I'm 39 years old and broke in the Philippines. And do you know how much attention he's getting? I think he's got 11,000 views on a 2-day-old video, and he has no subscribers, less than 1,000. See, there's more people interested in the broke people because more people here are broke, even the foreigners. Bitmonger. But I got to tell you right now, when he wrote this, U.S. women do nothing for me, and mostly because they are no longer women. They're just not. Look, a good man doesn't need a woman in the U.S., and a good woman doesn't need a man in the U.S. There's no need. They're both the same now. The only difference is one has invert. One has this and one has that. That's the only difference between men and women in the U.S. nowadays. Yeah, I'm with you, Tom. What's up with the Filipinas feet? What's wrong with the Filipinas feet? You know, I'm a guy that kind of likes to jerk off with a foot and, you know, suck on a toe, but you realize these girls aren't walking around. They're walking around barefoot on most things that have chicken shit, dog shit, and everything else shit. What's up, policeman? Don't arrest me. True, man, I don't know if you may be, but I'm better at cooking the things I want to eat. I'm not a big guy that's into cooking, but I like to eat simple because I used to be a weightlifter. Simplicity is real important when you have to eat 6 meals a day. But and I'm not anymore, but I've taken that into my life. Like I can eat tuna all day long. I can eat chicken all day long. I can make the best burgers out of beans. I've just gotten used to that. So when these girls, like, listen, I appreciate when a woman cooks for me, but I don't need her to cook for me. There's nothing a woman has that I need. It's what I want. Spoo chat. All women do not cook and clean, bra. I don't know what women you've been with. I haven't met one boy girl that came over my house, slobbed my knob all night long, was drunk, and then cleaned my apartment before I ever got out of bed in the morning and had breakfast waiting for me. Not once. Not once. Jetpack. Good on Matt. What's the advantage and disadvantage of province and city life? Well, dude, that's like a video. I'm not going to go through that on here. There's plenty of advantages and disadvantages of both. But if all I can honestly tell you is if you're a single dude without a girlfriend, don't go to the province. There's absolutely no need. Unless you just want to get away from everybody, rent a piece of land, build a cabot, and live in it. There's no need, which, by the way, that's what that guy did in that video I was just talking about. If that's what you want, like if your budget's $300, $500 a month, and you just want to get away from the whole freaking world and live on that, easily done in a province. Other than that, there's no reason for a single man of means to live in a province. Now, if you meet a girl that lives in a province, that's different. And I'm not saying that to be rude. Like anything in life, being well-rounded is always best. Being successful in many aspects is always better than one. Yes, sir. What do you call it? Multiple lines of income, multiple streams of income, whatever. You need multiple things. You can't just be one. Arm hurts. I knew a chick on back then. She said some foreigner would pay her $20K to rub his feet. Yeah. That girl, and I can guarantee that girl's probably never seen $20K at one time. You can get a girl that let you jerk off with her feet for 1,000 pesos. I think that's what you meant to say, $20. I'll tell you a true story. I met a girl. I did not want to fuck her. She was super cute, and she had the sexiest feet. She was in a bar. I was buying her drinks, and I told her straight up, I said, I'm going to take your toes. You're going to go in the CR. You're going to wash your feet thoroughly. Come back out here. Then I wiped them off with alcohol, and I literally ate her feet for like 30 minutes in front of her. They're taking videos and photographing it. And she looked at me. She goes, you have no idea how wet I am. And I did. I reached up, and I felt her panties were obliviated with juice. At first, I thought she urinated. This girl got totally turned on. She never had her feet sucked, and she couldn't believe it. She was mortified. It was funny. She was totally embarrassed. Does make you more attractive. Dies. I think you meant to say does. And no, it does not. It makes you more attractive. So this is like back in the 80s when other guys would suck up to the guys with muscles because that was a big thing in the 80s. And don't say I'm wrong because you know I'm fucking right. You're what I call a jock sniffer. You're attracted to the money. You are attracted to it. Mostly because you're hiding your face, which means you probably have no money. I mean, nothing else. Sorry, man. T-Man, lots of people say that to me. And I think when the time is right, I'm going to. Time's not right. The time is not right. I'm not making any firm decisions on life until 2027. So that's 6 months from now. In these next 6 months, my goal is to get me right. I'm not going to be in monk mode still, but I'm still going to be in Matt mode, I call it. Matt mode is only caring about Matt. What is my purpose? What's my goals? What's my objectives? What's my reason? Would you agree that most men will walk with more confidence if they had E? What's E? I would think guys like you that value that would, yes. You ever look at Elon Musk and Donald Trump, the way they walk? They don't even walk straight. They walk like me, hunched over, like monkey men. Come on, man. That money didn't make them who they are. They made who they were. Donald Trump has been broke more times than both of us. I mean, on his level of broke. Do you guys know the stories of these men? Or do you only know what they have now? Are you guys the same guys that don't see a girl when she walks by you because she has small tits, but next week she has a tit job and suddenly you'd see her? You don't see her, you see her tits. Do you know anything about Elon Musk other than he has money? What do you think? What do you think's involved in getting that kind of money? That comes with discipline. It's the same with food. It's the same with working out. It's the same with health. It's not just money, man. Would I agree that that would affect a majority of men? Yes. The men that think that's important, especially men that have nothing else going for them. Yes. Why not? Not asking disrespectful, but are you talking to me or that other guy? Others' comments bother you so much. I don't know who you're talking to, dude. Lucky, you talking to the guy called Mateo? Or are you talking to me? Because there was a guy in here with that name, Matteo. This guy, Matteo. Bitmonger, getting that computer money. Oh, T-Man. I think people don't even want to see that. I mean, there's guys that are living right next to it that are doing vlogs and don't even tell the people about it. I don't know. If I had more money, I wouldn't move to BGC. If I had more and more, I mean, if money, what do you mean lifestyle? My lifestyle is, I prefer my lifestyle back in the US, but I'm still here. And when you say more money equals a lot of things. It doesn't change your character. If it does, then it's not your character. I'm not saying that to be rude. But if you're a nice guy when you have money and a dickhead when you don't have money, then money's your problem. It's not solving anything. It's your problem. Feet meat. Nice. Man, Lucky, you totally ignored my question to your question. you two, please, I got to ask you, does the money represent something to you? Because let me tell you, no matter how much money I have, I've never told anybody how much money I have. That includes wives, family, friends. I've never told anybody how much money I've had, ever. And take that into consideration. I get about $1,200 a month just from dividends. So that gives you an idea of what I have just in dividend stocks. I'm just saying, the guys that have that much money and then they go tell a Filipina that he doesn't even know her true name or what she does, how much he has, that's a sign of insecurity, not security. Tell me where the security is in that. Let me go tell some girl I absolutely don't know in a third world country how much money I have, what I'm worth. I've seen so many guys do that here, and I never understood why. Well, I can just show how much money's in a checking account, and that would make most girls here horny, and that's nothing. So why would you tell anybody what your portfolio looks like? They don't even know what the portfolio is, but why would you tell them it? I don't understand that. Guys that come here telling other girls and people in this country what they're worth just put themselves at risk, not security. In fact, no matter where you are in this world, why would you, does every time Elon Musk go on a TV or Trump go on a TV, I'm worth $22 trillion today, and da-da-da. No, they don't. So why would you when you're worth 1/1,000,000th of that? I'm sorry, but we'll never agree on this. I'm never going to agree that men should go around with a price value on their forehead and that think they're any better off. Thailand, a much less of age gap. Perfect. I'm starting to like Thailand, T-Man. The Sims are off the charts, both in the Philippines and Thailand. I'm with you. Okay, I wasn't sure what the hell. Was he getting offended by something? Okay. No, that's not Thai women. That's women. Women. And more importantly, not only can they be brutal, but the foreigner can be a total fucking idiot. And then you have these other guys saying, let's tell them how much we're worth. Let me go into this relationship with some woman that's willing to sell my house behind my back and tell her how much I'm worth. What do you think she's going to do if she thinks she can get your money somehow? Or you leave your password on your computer one day, or your phone was left open without shutting it. What do you think she's going to do to you? Fucking idiots. Sorry, Mark and Matt, what are your name? Mike and Mark. You come into this country or any country similar to it and tell a woman or person or anybody what you're worth, what your value is, you're a fucking moron. I want to tell a girl I'm worth more than $5,000 US, and I would leave it at that. And that's if I had to tell her something. Yes, I am going to argue that right now, Bitmonger. If you have $10 million but don't want to give that girl any money to go shopping or buy food, does that make you a provider? No, it means you could be a provider. Could, meaning the biggest word there in that sentence. You could be anything you want to be. Why would you explicitly tell her it, is what I'm asking you. I can tell you right now, if a girl came into this apartment that's in the Philippines and walked in and saw air conditioning, curtains, a bed, tiles, she would be just as horny for my dick as she would be for you if you had a 3-bedroom BGC apartment. She doesn't care. She just wants the security. There's just as much security here as there is there. She would be equally as impressed with a guy that lives in a beautiful modern day Cabo with air conditioning, tile floors, and running water. She doesn't care. Your dick, your personality, and your value did not increase just because you have more in the bank. It's only what you can give. What if you met a guy that only makes $5,000 US a month and you have 5 million, but you're only giving a little bit? Does that mean he can't give her more? You are the one that's putting value in the money. So why don't you just look in the mirror and stroke off to your bank account? Because that's all you care about. More importantly, there's not even any proof. Put your fucking shit up there and show us it. You're making too much out of something that's not important. Here's a girl that's never been worth more than $200 US a month. And you think because you have 2 million, that impresses her? No. Anything over 200 impresses her. Well, dude, I don't think too many people have debt here. I mean, they have debt, but it's not like the U.S. Their debt's pitiful. Uh, Children, that's a whole different ballgame. And if you're considering children baggage, you shouldn't be with any woman that has children, period, no matter how old or young they are. I mean, you just made your life more difficult. Are you considering women with children baggage? Because you're not going to find any women here unless they're 17 without children. If you find a 30-year-old without children, it's because she likes muff diving and not you. So, even though Bitmonger will say she likes him better. Christ. I don't know how to say your name, Mateos. I can relate to what you're saying. No, I didn't end myself because of it, but it was very hard to learn how to respond to people like this. Even on my channel, everybody knows what my channel's about. It's not about being rich. It's about a journey. It's about learning from other people, like-minded people. And now I got these ass guys on here trying to convince me that their way is better than my way. Well, my way is my way. Your way is your way. Like the Bitmongers and the Marks and the Mikes, if that's your lifestyle, go talk to people that are more on board with your lifestyle. You should be in Freddie Flintstone's page talking about money. You should be in the guy that tells you that you need at least 10,000 US dollars to live in the Philippines. 10,000 US. I know guys that live on less than that in a year here. And I'm not saying it's good. I'm just simply saying if that's your lifestyle, you shouldn't be in a channel like this. It's not like I'm trying to get rid of subscribers, but I sure as hell don't need somebody trying to convince me that what I believe and what I want. I mean, that's like trying to take a Buddhist and change them into something else, or a Christian and change them into a Muslim. Forget about it. Why would you want to do that? Here's an idea. If you guys really think money's that important and would raise my standard of living, give me some of your money, you cheap fucker. I never seen the Bitmongers and the Mikes and Marks donating money to my channel. I'm the poor bastard. You just said money will make my life better, so send me some. You're rich. Your whole life is perfect, so send me some. Meanwhile, you're on a channel like this, watching it. Who's the loser? Your life would be better if you had more money. Well, you apparently think you have more money. Why are you on a channel like this in the middle of your day watching shit that I don't agree with or you don't agree with? I would tend to say there's been very good people with money and there's been very shit people with money and there's been very good people that have no money and very bad people that have no money. Money isn't going to do you any good if you die alone. Money's not going to do you any good if you eat like shit and have a heart condition and keep eating like shit. It's not going to help your diabetes if you don't take your medication. Money don't do shit. Oh, come on, T-Man. You're overthinking that, man. Most of these girls watch Korean drama. Do you think they really want that in their life? Not that they don't try to give it to you, but they don't want it. Most of these girls don't watch any U.S. shit. U.S. is the only one. YouTube, I agree with you, because if you have enough money to live the lifestyle that you want to live, then anything else is just extra. Either save it, donate it, or don't talk about it. But the people that have to talk about money all the time, they should be in a channel that's based on money. And they shouldn't be considering the Philippines or Thailand. They really shouldn't. If you really want a Thai girl or a Philippine girl and you have so much money, take her to your mansion back in the U.S. Philippines, if you have a lot of money, and when I say a lot of money, if you're not talking over $1.5 million or $2 million, then you don't have a lot of money. You're just a shitbag. But if you do have that kind of money, why the fuck would you ever come to any place in Southeast Asia? Being honest, why would you? If I have more than 2 million, I'm going to make the number 2 million because anybody can be a millionaire in today's world. If you have more than 2 million US dollars and you're coming to the Philippines to live, you're a fucking idiot. And you didn't get that money by earning it because you're that dumb that you would come here and then tell people you had that money. You're a bigger idiot. Yeah, I'm a Naval SEAL. I'm also a Navy SEAL active. That's the way to do it, Philippines. If you can do it, that's the way to do it. But I certainly want to rent multiple locations and then tell some girl I'm banging for the weekend, hey, guess what? I have 4 different locations here, here, and here. It's none of her fucking business. She's a hole. That's all she is that day. She's a love toy, a fuck doll. Anything more than that, you're being an idiot. But you think, oh, well, maybe she didn't like my 6-inch penis. So let me tell her I have $6 million in the bank and 6 different locations. Not you, Philippines. I'm just saying that's what these other clowns are saying to do. Let me tell the world how much money I have on YouTube. You have so much money. Go rent a TV commercial and tell everybody how rich you are. There's no reason to tell anybody how much money you have. There's no reason at all to tell anybody how much money you have. Nobody. There's another thing, T-Man. Why would anybody know your bank account? See, you guys are talking about shit that I don't understand. That's like saying, I don't understand. Let me walk down the street of the province at 11 o'clock at night where there's no electric, or even Angeles City, it's a famous city, or Manila, and scream, guess what, everybody? I have 500,000 pesos in my pocket. You're better off just taking it out over the bridge and throwing it out to them. They're taking it anyway, you idiot. People are idiots. You never told anybody in your past or even your wife your net worth, but yet you come on a YouTube channel where anybody can listen to you and talk about money continuously. Talk about something else, Bitmonger. We don't care. Unless you're sending it to me or somebody else on this page, nobody gives a fuck. Your life is obviously not better because of the money, because you're on my channel. I'm one of the poor schleps on YouTube. Perceptions should be. Bitmonger, I'm done responding. There's no reason to keep going. All I'm going to say is, if you're a weightlifter, you're a weightlifter. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. If you're a nice guy, you're a nice guy. And money doesn't equate to any of those things. If you want to travel or go hiking, if you want to live in the Philippines, whatever you want to do in life, money doesn't change any of that. You need money to do it, but the more money you have doesn't change it. If I want to go hiking on an Appalachian Trail, more money isn't going to change what I do on Appalachian Trail. If I want to fuck some Filipino girl, more money doesn't do it. Yeah, I don't think you guys understand or getting it. The average Filipino makes less than $200 a month, and that's one that works. If she works. Most don't work. Yeah. But you shouldn't have to explain it anyway, Mark. That's my point. Your net worth shouldn't be anybody's business but your own. And your accountant or lawyer, it shouldn't be anybody else's business. Oh, that sounds good if it's real lasagna. Real good, but I highly doubt it. Happy 4th, Izzy. Izzy, next time I see you on my page, there better not be that weird looking dude behind you in that photo. I'm very butthurt. I'm very upset. I'm extremely jealous, and I can't look anymore. You're gone. Bitmonger, what I think is, if what you think is important to a woman is money, maybe you ought to stop thinking about women so much. I mean, you have changed your opinion onto what you're trying to say with this money situation 12 times. Your money is your money. It shouldn't be relevant to a woman, and it shouldn't be relevant to me. And based on the way you're talking, I can assure you, I don't know how much money you have. I don't care. that if you and I walked up to the same woman right now, she's going to fuck me before you. That's the end of it. I can guarantee it. If you don't believe me, let's go somewhere, meet together, and try my idea. Because you are so solely focused on only one thing that you're not worth anything else. So try it with me, bro. Come on. Put everything to the side. Your money, whatever money you have, I don't care what you have. You and I walk up to a woman at the same time. I'm a short, fat, old man. I don't even know what you look like. Just know that you only care about money. Let's walk up to a woman. You can pick the woman. And I guarantee I go home with her before you do. There it is. I just ended it. So then we can see who's in denial and who's not. I get threats all the time, Mattias, and I can tell you the older guys, I don't know how old you are currently, but I would say a lot of these other guys are older than me. They don't want us being here, man. They don't want us talking about it. They don't want us experiencing it, and they don't want us here. They certainly don't want us on YouTube, and they don't even like us here in the Philippines, or I would eventually guess same with Thailand. Well, Al, no offense, but my channel didn't start with that today. These guys are running down that alley, and I think I am going to stop responding to it. They're wasting my time and your time. And Jogo blowjob. Izzy, I asked you to change that photo.
You need to unlock your iPhone first.
Oh, God. Not you, Siri. Dude, she don't want you for what you have. She wants you for what you can offer. What you have is not what you should offer. Well, how many times are we going to have this conversation? What do you want her for? She's a poor girl that lives in a third world country. She probably has children. She's not too smart. She probably don't have a job. What do you want her for? Taco. What does she want you for? Christ. Mark, if I had $2 million back in the States, which I don't, but if I did, I mean, I could have women back in the States anyway, but you're a fucking idiot if you can't think of why am I talking about this? Any more topic about money, I'm just not responding to. I'm out. Yes, all the time. Simple answer. Dude, Marios, I think you and I have a lot in common, dude. I wish you'd find a way to reach out to me. I'm nothing, but if it means something to you, man, I'm proud of your transformation. You mean you're not nothing? Talk to you every day, almost every week. You're something. I appreciate you. We talk almost every day. Come on, man. Stop saying that about yourself. You're just in a bad spot with your situation. I appreciate you and value you, brother, and I really appreciate your compliment or comment, whatever you want to call it. Don't think that way, Jim. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what not to do. Happy 4th, Chris, Mr. Dillon. Yeah, I already changed the subject. Yeah, Yeah, I know what I'm not spitting anymore. I'm not spitting his regurgitated bullshit. He wants to open up a Bitmonger channel. Let him start a Bitmonger channel. No shades. If it ain't about money, what do you want? Anybody that says money again will be blocked. That's it. The next person that says anything about money is being blocked. You're not going to navigate my channel. I don't need you. People get over it. Talk about something other than physical belongings, including money. Let's get back to tits and ass and clits. And what's a taint, Al? Tell me, what's a taint? Teach me, Daddy. You like when my tongue runs there? I'll put my tongue there, Daddy. Oh, it slipped. You just said money. You're done, son. I told you. Look, I'm going to the bottom. Anything after this, done. Good. So tell him to go on his channel, Jim. I'm no longer interested in this shit. Hey, Izzy, unfortunately, there comes a time and place where people need to be blocked. And I don't block people. I put them in a timeout for a day. But sorry, if I don't want you talking about something on my channel, and this is my channel, I'm talking about, I'm the one paying for the StreamYard, not you. So Mr. Moneybags, Bitmonger, can pay for my StreamYard. There's an idea, right? I'm paying for you to talk to me right now. I'm paying for you to talk to me. Just keep searching for my taint, baby. Right there. Smell it? If it smells a little rough, that's it. Us happy Independence Day. Yes, 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 yes. We the people. I don't even know what that means. So you live there. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I live here. What are the best chicas in AC? None. None of them are the best. They're all the same. You got fat ones, tall ones, short ones, old ones, young ones, dirty ones, not dirty ones, ones with many kids, ones with not. What? They only want one thing from you, bro. Here, bring that, and you can have whichever one you want, or many of them. They don't care about you. They only care about that. Fuck. Has some similarity. Sorry. I'm not a man that likes to change much unless it's something that's important. I used to put shit on my channel weird when I came back along with my contacts from there. Maybe Matthew deserves a coffee or 3. Not for my cheap fucking subscribers. I have the rich ones that don't give anything, that tells you everything's about money, but won't help anybody with money. And then I have the other ones that won't pay 99 cents to fucking join a chat. Zach, I know what a taint is, dude. I'm pretty sure I knew what a taint was before you were born. Stop it, man. How long have I been on here? Because I'm thinking this was way too long for a bunch of guys that don't like me. I don't want you to subscribe to any channels. I'm sorry to hear that, T-Man. You seem extremely happy. You know, your photograph, when I'm looking at it, looks like you're in a jail cell. You know that, right? Not that you care. Stop saying sorry. You didn't have to pick up. The whole point of being sarcastic is so you don't pick up on it. I was saying, telling the girl to look for the stink hole. You're real close when you smell the stink. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I'm watching a beach whale, Heidi, with her oxygen tube taped to the wall. Yeah, I want to put that up there, but I told you to change that photograph. I'm really not liking that guy behind you. And I've seen some of your content. You're much better off with me. He might be physically fit. I'm sexually fit. Way sexually fit. Matt, I counted P22K plus. What's that mean? Al, I'm confused. I counted P22. Oh. Well, dude, you're pretty close. 28. I didn't know what you meant at first. Wish I was there, comrade. Lucky, just because I'm on this monk mode thing and everybody that's in this area is all, they're all tourists in Boracay. So I'm not going over to Boracay. On the weekends, it's like hell over there. I told you, I'm just going to cook some of my own food and relax. What's it called? Torsion? I think I torqued one of my nuts. I got ice on it this morning, but I think I've been trying to do these body squats, and the other day my foot was wet, my legs spread open. I think I torqued my nut. It really hurts, bro. And by the way, Al, look at this comment. You said not to talk about money. You're in trouble. No, it's not a kidney stone. It's my actual balls. Yeah. Lucky, it's funny that you just wrote that. There was a place in the mountains, Poconos. I used to go there every year for just a weekend getaway. And there was a candle factory, and it was called Smell the Nuts, or Smell My Nuts, something like that. Dirty Nuts. I forget what it was called, but it was just a joke. No comment, Larry. What did we just check out, Dino? What did you just check out? Show everybody. What are we talking about? Oh, my first kidney stone felt like somebody. I remember my first kidney stone like it was fucking yesterday, and it happened 25 years ago. I woke up, went to go to the CR, went to go to the bathroom, and I remember feeling like I, honest to God, thought somebody shot me in my back. I just dropped like a ton of bricks. Crawled to the bathroom, did my thing, was in pain all day. Girlfriend at the time insisted on having sex. And do you know I shot the load out with a stone in it? Didn't even know what it was. I thought I had some kind of disease. Is rent due? No, my rent's not due. It's paid for already. Thanks for asking. You ever sit on one of the small ass toilets here and your balls? Yeah, dude. The one I had on my farm I installed. Never do that again. Jim. What's up with the toxic behavior earlier for the others? How was it toxic? I'm just telling you I don't want to watch certain things. Matt, when you go to Angela City, will you ask for a short time or a long time? I won't ask for anything. I'll take the ones that come to me for free. I bought and paid enough pussy in that town. I don't have to pay for it anymore. Oy. How to put money on YouTube, become a member? I'm being honest, don't know how. Never bought music, anything. Well, Amazon's different than this because this is Google. I you're better off asking these guys. I've never bought anything on YouTube. Oh, that's not true. I super chatted people before, and it was attached to my Google account. So I guess there's a credit card on my Google account. I actually super chatted fucking Freddie Flintstone, if you can believe that or not. Ow. What was your YouTube earnings, Mateo? I already discussed it. Oh, dude, I have Mike. I love this. I've had both, buddy. That's your problem, dude. I waited 5 days, but oh my Lord, I remember when I had it in Angel City. Lord Almighty. I knew it as soon as it happened. I knew I had it. I was like, oh, fuck me. And the sad part is I wore condoms most of the time. Yes, double, more than double what he said he gets. Are you in the Poconos for real? Where at? Where at in the Poconos? Who knows, man? It's part of life. That's why we're making this channel paid memberships only. Maybe it will prevent some of those shitbags from being in here. Come here for sterile behavior. I don't know, man. Lucky, you're gonna have to ask these guys. Hey, everybody, Lucky's asking, how do you pay for a membership if on YouTube? I don't know how you do that. I'm being dead honest. I don't know how. I'm positive somebody else in here knows how. Everybody's a know-it-all. I'm the only guy that admits he doesn't know something. You and me, Lucky, we're the only ones. I don't know. Mine came out of a credit card. Technical steps. Lucky, somebody here must be able to tell you. I don't know. And I know I don't have PayPal, so my PayPal's not associated with it. I'm not saying you can't associate PayPal with it. I don't use PayPal. To become a member, you click where it says join. It's problematic if you're using an Apple product. Find a computer and do it that way. Oh, that's probably why I used to have problems. I remember when I first came here, I only had my iPhone. And when I tried to connect my TV to YouTube and all that other shit, forget it. They said no. I had to buy. When I bought the Android phone is when everything went better. A little over 1,200, watcher. Well, that was my problem too, man. I didn't always wear a condom, and I like to eat pussy and ass. So, but you know, it's funny. The only time I didn't wear condoms is when I should have. It's when I had like 2 or 3 girls at the same time. I would just bang from tank to tank. But I just remember. I think it was probably around Easter of 2024. I just remember. Fuck my. I know it was around Easter because it was Holy Week. My dick was dying. Hey, Lucky, it happens, brother. Anybody that's banging pussy in Angela City that says they didn't get it is lying. I would venture to guess most of the girls have it at one point or another, multiple times a year. You'd have to do it through Google Pay, I think. Yeah, that's what I think I use, Google Pay. Thanks, watcher. Just got to his main YouTube page and click join, then the membership will link you pop up. Ooh, somebody just sent me more money. Somebody else sent me money. Who's this? Tony, my man. Canadian, $10. Thank you, sir. Happy 4th of July. My man. Finally, somebody shows a little love today. See, Tony didn't come in here and say, gotta have a lot of money, gotta be this. He just gives. Anybody else that talk about money that much doesn't have it. I can promise you it. Watcher, thanks, man. It was, that will probably never happen again. That was just because it was my birthday, and then we had the celebration of being monetized. So there was a lot of super chats. It just I'm grateful, I'm glad, and I'm thankful to everybody that helped. But all in all, I think the actual ads page was somewhere around 600. I mean, I guess I could check. Actually, I will check just to tell you the ads itself revenue. Oh, my balls hurt, man. Actually, it's just one ball. Give me a second here. I mean, I'm proud of myself because this was all by mistake, Here. Way. We got some subscribers today. Way. Yeah, the watch page ads was just over $660. So the rest was all extra stuff. Tony, appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. Memberships. No, there should be one for $199, Jim. I just changed it yesterday. It should have been applied. It should be the lowest one. It's $199, I believe I made it. Ouch. Don't make me. I can't do it from these other computers. It gives me a headache. I changed it yesterday. I know it accepted it. And I had to remove one level. It was a pain in my ass. And then Jim paid for it. Come on, Jim. I'm confused. Where's all these numbers coming from? I got a Y500, then it says Jim $5. I'm confused. Jim, I appreciate you, but I don't know what's going on. A dime bag cost a dime. Oh, Jim sent $5. I see now. Thank you, Jim. I was far behind in that chat. You're the man. I appreciate you. Jim, the membership should be $199, dude. You got me worried now. Zach, it should be the lowest membership available, which should be $1.99. Danny Ichambon, thank you, sir. I got some lovers in the room today, huh? Some yen for you. I yen you. You yen me. I yen you. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate all the support. All I can do, bro. Card max. Oh, then you shouldn't have spent it on me, man. Fuck. Thank you so much, but don't max out your cards on me. Yeah, they might have put it to the lower level. Check all the levels. There's different levels, but one should be changed to $199. Don't make me open up my other laptop. My balls hurt. It should have updated. I just did it yesterday. It said accept it. Where's my laptop anyway? Where the fuck is? Oh, it's in my bed. Because it specifically said anybody that joined anything before that for more money will be reimbursed. It sent me a big notification. I even took a screenshot of it. Let me get my other laptop. Wait. Fucking guys making me work on a Saturday morning on the 4th of July. Fucking cold in here. Hold on. Can't use this laptop for anything other than YouTube. All right, slow down, everybody. Texting me and shit. Hold on. You guys are fucking killing me. All right, how do I go to my account? My channel. Membership here. This members, Hello Sleeps members. I'm so mad. Hold on. I'm so mad members. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? I don't know how to find it. You guys are fucking killing me with all this work I'm doing. Look, don't join if it's more than $1.99. I'll have to rechange it, but it said it did it for me. Fuck it. Too much work for me. I'm too tired. I'll fix it. I don't know how to find it right now. You don't have to send me a pic. I'll figure it out later. I'm not going to sit here and do 3 things at one time. I'm sorry. I'll fix it. Well, level 1 was not set at $7.99. I removed it yesterday. I'm just going to remove all the levels. I'll figure it out later. No sense in worrying about it. How long have I've been on here for 2 hours? I'm getting out of here. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Gentlemen, I will fix the thing today. Tuesday's video, which will be my next scheduled live, will be members only. All the other memberships I'll delete. I'll try to figure that out today. Yeah, my whole life is dying. I'm tired and I want to ice my nutsack. Feed that penis. I'll feed that penis. You fucking me off, I'll fuck you off. I should feed the penis though, Zach. You're right. I do deserve it. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for joining. Have a happy, safe holiday.